Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Centric Gaming coming to you today with another video. Today's video is a little bit different than typical. We are doing a tutorial video on how to make it through a quest in Pathfinder Kingmaker called Hour of Rage. There's a few different ways that you can complete this quest depending on how you have your character built, and we'll be covering all of those. And to some degree or another, but we will just be kind of basically showing you the alternate way to get through this regardless of how your character is built. You can also join me on my Discord channel. That link will also be down below in the description, and then of course you can join me on my Twitch streams. I do stream at least once a week, and of course the announcements go out on the Discord channel, but the link for that will also be down below in the description. Now, Pathfinder Kingmaker is a really good game. I'll be doing a lot more tutorial videos on these, just because a lot of the quest walkthroughs that you see that I find online on the Steam forums and a few other areas, they're okay, but they really don't explain how to do the quest or what classes or characters are the best to bring on the quest, etc., or even alternate means to get through it. They basically just tell you the basics, and half the time, because of your party makeup or whatever, you're not able to get through it. It also doesn't explain the potential consequences of not doing it this way. So in today's tutorial, we are doing a quest called Hour of Rage. Now, a lot more than what I really want to go into in this tutorial video, but basically we're trying to stop a barbarian invasion and get them to retreat. And me and my party came up with a plan to make that happen, and we're at the point where that happens. When you first load into this area with Amiri here, you come into this area and you have to sneak your way all the way to where I currently am, as you can see right here. Easiest way to do this is to have a potion of invisibility, just because there's a bad guy right here that if she sees you, you'll end up getting captured, and you can't really kill her without getting captured, so you have to sneak by her. Make it up to about here. There's another sister that you end up running into that you have to make some right choices, and basically you don't want to kill her, and you don't want to try to bluff her or anything else. One of the options, turn aside and make it look like you're working on a tent, requires no skill check, and then to follow her, which requires no skill check. And that brings you to where we are now. Now, I did mess up a little bit when I first came in here. I had 2 potions of displacement, and I ended up using one before I needed to. So, that kind of hurts, but that's okay. We can still make it work with what we need. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to equip my potion of blur. Instead, equip a potion of enlarged person. And then of course I already have my potion of heroism equipped. And then of course we're going to equip a healing potion. Not much else that we can do to prep up for this. And so there we go. So now if you try to run up to these guards right here, they'll basically stop you. Even though I am invisible, they will still see me just because that's the way the game is scripted. Unfortunately, I don't have any persuasion skills, so I can't persuade my way past them. I can't intimidate them. I can't bluff them. I can't do anything like that. DC is way too high. Basically, even if I throw on all the buffs I have available to me in my inventory, I still have to roll a 17 or higher on a 20-sided die, and unfortunately that pretty much means I'm going to fail. There is another alternate way through this quest, however. If you come down here, you'll see these wolves here, and then as you can see, typically, and this is what took me forever, I kept beating my head against the guards because I came down here. I'm like, oh, there's nothing for me to do over here. I can't click past that to get past that. Well, the trick is you actually have to get right up next to the fence. And then the little push aside icon pops up. Push that aside. The wolves are going to attack you. Of course, that destroys your invisibility, but that's okay. And might take a little damage. And so we'll drink a minor healing potion after this, just to make sure that I'm fully topped off. Although I didn't take any damage, so no need. And so we'll come around, and as you can see, there is some gear here, but we're not going to worry about grabbing the gear right now. Just because after all this is said and done, we will be coming in here with our main party. And then we'll run into the defaced sister. And they're getting ready to kill her sister, and so she'll charge in and kill her. And that'll summon the big bad evil guy, or the BBEG, of this area. And then we'll end up challenging him to one-on-one single combat. And our goal is to win that. And so, the second that you can, pause. And then you're going to want to charge in. Pause. And you're going to activate your potion of displacement. And the reason why you want to do that is it gives him a 50% miss chance. Activate your potion of heroism. And then not activate potion of blur. You want to activate potion of enlarged person. And you want to get really big, burn up a rage, and then you're just going to sit there and pound on them. And when your displacement runs out, that's when you're going to pop in your potion of blur. And then when you take some damage, pay attention to your health. And in this case, I have a renewed vigor. And so I'm going to pop that and pop my healing potion and pop my potion of blur at this point. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm not doing quite as well as I was hoping I would. So I'm going to have to heal up just a little bit here. And like I said, our goal is to do everything we can to beat him. And I think my potion of displacement has, or potion of blur has worn off. So we're going to pause. We're going to burn that. Burn our healing potions. And there we go. That's what we wanted to see. Because what will happen is the defaced sister will cast Hold Person on us. And we automatically fail that save just because that's the way the game is scripted. And that's the end of it. And it's important that we win this just because it creates effects later on in the game that are positive for our group and for our party. And brings us back to here, to where we can actually meet up with the people that we need to meet up with our actual main party. And voila. And that is the end of how to do the Hour of Rage quest. The rest of it gets auto-completed once we complete this next quest. And we'll, like I said, do more videos on all the quests through here. Just because there's quite a few mistakes I've made that I want to show people how not to do. But hope you all enjoyed the video. You all have a great night.